Good morning, students. Once again, a very warm welcome to the English world of Aradhya. Myself, Rashminsir, teaching English to the students of 9 to 12 standard in English medium. Students, in my previous video, we have already taken your 6th lesson. The title of the lesson is The Browning Version, written by Terence Rattigan. Now, I told you it is a play, so most of the things in this particular lesson we come to know only through the dialogues of the people, and the dialogues are spoken only by the two people over here, Mr. Frank, who is a science teacher, and Tableau, who is a student of lower 5th standard. Okay, it means form over there. And the third character, Crocker Harris, he is not appearing only in the play, but many things are talked about him, so his entire character we can come to know only from the talks of Tableau and Mr. Frank. And in the end, I told you we will meet one more character. Her name is Millie Harris. She is the wife of Mr. Crocker Harris, and how she comes and relieves Tableau, all those things we will see. So last time we had seen, students, Tableau just asks, Mr. Frank asks Tableau if he clears his form, what will he select, and he says that he will go for science because he is very much interested. And then another reason he gives is that Agamemnon, he has to study. That is a really interesting book with a nice plot, wife murdering husband and all those things, but the way of teaching it does not like, because there are so many Greek words strung together, and if they get them wrong, what happens? The teacher asks them to write it 50 times. So that's why he doesn't go for literature, and he will go for science only if he clears his 5th form. Okay, then Mr. Frank asks him, why are you here on the last day of the school? Were you kept in? So he says, no, I was asked to come for the extra work. So Mr. Frank is asking, extra work on the last day? So what is Tableau's reply? And what all things are talked about Mr. Crocker Harris, all those things we will see now. Tableau, yes sir. And I might be playing golf. You would think he would have enough to do anyway himself, considering he is leaving tomorrow for good. But oh no, I missed a day last week when I was ill. So here I am, and look at the weather, sir. Okay. So Tableau makes it clear why he is there even on the last day for the students. Okay. It is the last day, and then also Tableau is called. So why is he called? So he makes it clear that previous week he was absent due to some illness, and that's why sir called him even on the last day. And weather is so good that he feels like playing golf outside. But he has been called by Crocker Harris. That's why he cannot think of bunking his lecture. Okay, bunking his class students. Okay. Frank, bad luck. Still, there is one comfort. You are pretty well certain to get your remove tomorrow for being a good boy in taking extra work. So now, Mr. Frank thinks it the other way. Since you are showing so much, loyalty, you are looking very obedient, and because of that you have come even on the last day. So sir will take this thing in a positive way, and if you are failing, he will pass you. So that thing you must be sure of, because you are taking everything seriously. Otherwise, last day, who bothers? And you people also know that sir is leaving forever. Tomorrow means tomorrow is retiring. So next year when they meet, that sir will not be there. So who will remember that on the last day I called him and he did not come? That sir won't be there next year to give him punishment. But then also Tableau has taken it seriously and come. So that's why Mr. Frank says that because of your this not ignoring this thing, the sir will take it in a positive way, and if you are failing, he will pass you. So you should be certain about that. But Tableau says what? Well, I am not so sure, sir. That would be true of the ordinary masters, all right. They just wouldn't dare not to give a chap remove after he's taking extra work. But those sort of rules don't apply to the Mr. Crocker Harris. So in short, he is called Croc. I asked him yesterday outright if he had given me a remove, and do you know what he said, sir? So here Tableau makes it clear that what you talk about, that may be applicable to the other teachers. Other teachers, when the students take extra work and they come on the last day, they will definitely pass them. But same thing cannot be told about Crocker Harris. Okay, because like those rules don't apply to him. He will do what is just. Okay, he will not show any extra mercy also. So he says that I outright asked him, means I straightforward asked him whether he has passed or not. Okay, and what he answered, do you know, sir? Frank, no, what? Tableau, imitating a very gentle, rather throaty voice. Now, Tableau changes his voice and he tries to speak the way Mr. Crocker Harris speaks. Okay, how he speaks. My dear Tableau, I've given you exactly what you deserve. No less and certainly no more. Do you know, sir? I think he may have marked me down rather than up for taking extra work. I mean, the man is hardly human. He breaks off quickly. Okay. Sorry, sir, have I gone too far? Okay, students, so here you see he imitates Mr. Crocker Harris. In his voice only he says. And then he is also sure that if I have failed, sir would have marked me down only rather than up. He will not consider that I have taken the extra work and remained present on the last day also. Okay. Frank, yes, too much far. So finally he says that have I gone too far in talking about Crocker Harris? He is hardly human, all those things I talked about him. Okay. And breaks off quickly means he suddenly stopped. Frank, yes, much too far. So Frank says, yeah, तुमने वो सर के बारे में कुछ ज़्यादा ही बोल दिया. You should not have spoken so much. Okay. Tableau, sorry sir, I got carried away. Carried away means got excited. While talking about sir in his own voice, I just got excited. इसलिए आपको लगा है मैं थोड़ा ज़्यादा बोल गया. बराबर? Frank, evidently, so it is clearly anybody can make out that you have gone too far. He picks up a newspaper and opens it. Hey, Tableau. Tableau, yes sir. Frank, what was that Crocker Harris said to you? Just repeat it, would you? Now this particular line from Mr. Frank, okay, suggests that Frank also loves the Mr. Crocker Harris being mimicked by these students. So he once again asked Tableau to show that mimicry. You just imitate him once again and tell me what he's told you. And Tableau is also just unknowingly, absent-mindedly, he also does the same thing. Tableau imitating again. My dear Tableau, I've given you exactly what you deserve, no less and certainly no more. Frank, looking severe, not in the least like him. Read your essays and be quiet. Okay, so here their talk breaks off. Okay, यहाँ उनका talk end हो जाता है. Tableau with dislike, essays पढ़ने का मुझे बोला सर ने. इसमें किसको इंटरेस्ट है इतने सारे रिकॉर्ड्स है तो. Okay, Frank, look. What time did Mr. Crocker Harris tell you to be here? Now again Frank only begins the talk. And in the talk also you see he makes the reference of Mr. Crocker Harris only. So from that only we can make out that Frank is having some jealousy. Mr. Frank is having some jealousy for Mr. Crocker Harris. We will come to know how. Tableau, 6:30 sir. Well, he's 10 minutes late. Why don't you cut? You could still play golf before lockup. Okay, so sir has only not come yet. So why don't you cut? Why don't you bunk? Cut means just go out and play instead of remaining over here. Okay, you could still play golf before lockup. Lockup कर दे उसके पहले तो तुम फिर भी ये क्या है golf खेल के आ सकते हो. Tableau, really shocked. Oh no, I couldn't cut. Cut the crock? I couldn't bunk. You are telling me to bunk the lecture of Mr. Crocker Harris? Crocker Harris का क्लास कोई भी बंक नहीं कर सकता. Okay. I shouldn't think it's ever been done in the whole time he's been here. जब से वो यहाँ आए हैं, यानी suppose he got the job 30 years back, 35 years back. So from that time onwards till now, nobody has dared to cut his class. To cut in his class means to bunk his class. Okay. God knows what would happen if I did. अगर ऐसा करूँ तो मुझे ही नहीं पता, भगवान को जाने क्या होगा. He would probably follow me home or something. Okay, if I bunk his class and if he comes to know about that, then he might follow me till my home. He might complain to my parents. And then, sir, what will be my condition? So Tableau is afraid of that thing. Frank, I must admit I envy him. Sorry, the effect he seems to have on you boys in the form. So here only Frank makes it clear. Earlier we just get the impression that Frank is jealous of him. Now he only says that I envy him. Okay? I envy him. Why? For the effects he seems to have on you boys in the form. तुम्हारे पे उसकी जो असर है वो देख के मुझे उसकी थोड़ी एनवी होती है, चलन होती है. You all seem scared to death of him. तुम सब लोग ऐसे डर गए हो उससे, ऐसा लगता है कि वो तुम्हें मार डालेगा, ऐसे तुम डर गए हो. ओके, व्हाट डज ही डू? बीट यू ऑल और समथिंग? क्या करते वो, करते क्या है तो इतना डरते हो? मारते तुम्हें, अंडरस्टूड? तुम लोगों को मारते हैं या कुछ ऐसा करते हैं. टेप्लो, good lord, no, he's not a sadist like one or two of the others. Okay, so he says that no sir, no, he's not like that, he's not like a sadist. One or two teachers in the staff are sadist. Now sadist is what? Sadist is a person who enjoys after giving punishment to the other people. When they are tortured, those people, when they shout, they cry because of the torture or punishment, and that thing is enjoyed by the punishment giver. That person is known as a sadist. Okay, so here he says that our sir is not a sadist, okay, who gets pleasure after giving punishment or pain to the others. So he says that even though one or two teachers in our staff are like that, but this Sir Crocker Harris is not like that. He hardly beats anyone. Okay, so I beg your pardon. Frank says I beg your pardon means what is it? If he is not beating you, then what does he do? That you all people are scared so much. Tableau, a sadist sir is someone who gets pleasure out of giving pain. So he makes it clear what is the meaning of sadist. Frank, indeed, but I think you went on to say that some other masters. Okay, there he stops. Tableau, well, of course they are. They are one or two teachers who are like that sadist sir. I won't mention names, but you know them as well as I do. बराबर, जितना अच्छा मैं उन लोगों को जानता हूँ वैसा आप भी जानते हो ऐसे सैडिस्ट कौन है हमारे स्टाफ में. अंडरस्टूड? सो आई वॉन्ट गिव द नेम्स. ऑफ कोर्स आई नो मोस्ट मास्टर्स थिंक वी बॉयज डोंट अंडरस्टैंड एट अ थिंग, बट सर यू आर डिफरेंट. यू आर यंग, वेल कंपेरेटिवली एनीवे, एंड यू आर साइंस. मीन्स यू आर अ साइंस टीचर. यू मस्ट नो व्हाट सैडिज्म इज. तो साइंस टीचर हो के आपको तो ये पता होगा सैडिज्म क्या है. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ फ्रैंक, आफ्टर अ पॉज, गुड लॉर्ड, व्हाट आर आवर स्कूल्स कमिंग टू? हमारे स्कूलों का क्या होने जा रहा है? टेप्लो, एनीवे द क्रॉक इजंट अ सैडिस्ट. दैट इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. अंडरस्टूड? ही वुडंट बी सो फ्राइटनिंग इफ ही वर, बिकॉज एट लीस्ट इट वुड शो ही हैड सम फीलिंग्स. Okay, he would not look so frightening. If he were really frightening, he would not so look frightening. Students, okay, he had some feelings, but he hasn't. He is all shriveled up inside like a nut. Okay, अंदर से ही बोले he has become so dry and wrinkled. Shriveled up means become dry and wrinkled. So Tableau says that अंदर से कोई फीलिंग ही नहीं है उनको. वो नट के जैसा अंदर से एकदम ड्राई और रिंकल्ड हो चुके हैं. Okay, yeah, and he seems to hate people to like him. Okay, he seems to hate people, so the people will like him. When he hates the people, people like him. And students, this thing happens many a times. It happens even in our childhood. I still remember one or two teachers in my childhood. They were so strict. Our PT teacher was so strict. Okay, and we got the information from the other senior students also. And you see, when we entered in the higher section, students, he would be there and all the children would move here and there. Okay, they would not talk at all when he is there. Okay, even when principal wanted to quieten all the students, he would call this sir only. Because when he is sitting over there or he is standing over there, all the 70-80 children will keep quiet. And he would not beat at all. But still I don't understand why children were so afraid of him. The only time I saw him beating was one boy who had not cut his hair for a long, long time, and he had come with a different hairstyle, which was not allowed in our time in that school. So he just beat him because of his hairstyle. But that one beating student, I tell you, still I remember, and that one beating was enough for all the 4 or 5 sections of our particular class standard. Okay, suppose it was ninth A, ninth B, ninth C, ninth D. All the children would come to know, and that effect of his beating would remain on everybody's mind the whole year. The next year also people would talk कि last year वो बच्चे ने हेयर स्टाइल चेंज करके आया था, लंबे बाल करके आया था, फिर कैसी 2-4 पड़ी थी. ओके, तो वो सर आ रहे हैं. तो everybody students you see was afraid of this particular sir. Okay, so similarly here also here Crocker Harris doesn't hit only anyone, doesn't beat anyone. Then also children are very much scared of him. Okay, inside like a nut, and he seems to hate people to like him. It's funny that I don't know any other master who doesn't like being liked. Okay, normally the teachers will have that wish that he should get some popularity among the children. Okay, he should be liked by the children. But here you see this particular sir, when he was liked by the children, he did not like. When children like him, he does not like that fact. Okay, so students, that is the mentality of this particular sir Crocker Harris. Okay, that says that he is very much concerned only about his duties. Okay, he doesn't go for the cheap popularity. Student, he doesn't do anything which really makes the children comfortable, but he does only the things which are just instructed to him. So he is very much duty bound. Okay, and because of that only you see students, all the students in Tablau's class, also in the school also, you see they are very much afraid of him, even though he doesn't beat them, even though he is not a sadist. And other teachers who are beating the students, 2 or 3, but then also children may not be that much afraid of them. Okay, students. So with that, students, we will come to the end of this particular session. In my next session, we will see the ending part, and also we will discuss the question answers related to this particular lesson. So till that time, students, stay fit, stay fine. Have a good day. God bless you. Have a nice day.